All right, beautiful day, dear students. Welcome back. My name is Jana. I am an assistant professor at Charles University in Prague. I very much enjoy well-being education, and you and I are meeting in our student well-being course. In this video, I promised that we are going to look at how and whether well-being can be fractioned down or structured. But before we go there, I would like to remind what we have learned in the previous video, and I'm going to help myself with this visual. So, very briefly, World Health Organization defines health as a complete state of physical, social, and mental well-being. In order to generate mental health, we can't skip any life domain of ours. We generate mental health through our not only mental well-being, but also feeling physically well and also feeling socially well. So during our course and upcoming, several, quite a few videos, we are going to be, of course, focusing on generating your mental well-being, but we are also going to look at what can we do, what can be done to support and to build your physical and also social well-being. So I'm very much looking forward to doing so. And let's look at what I've promised, and that is, can we fraction or structure well-being down? And the answer is yes. There are there are many approaches. One of them, the one I'd like to show you for now, is approach of Harvard's University. So Harvard, again, going to help us to understand better with the picture, talks about well-being in different life domains. As we can see here, or Harvard talks about emotional well-being, but also relational well-being, spiritual well-being, environmental well-being, vocational, intellectual, financial, and physical. I'm going to go back to you, and we're going to look at different domains, but not very, very deeply, because I would like to invite you to my upcoming video that's going to be devoted to new theory of well-being, and we're going to look into different life domains of your well-being much more in depth. And actually, in the second half of this course, we're even going to go much deeper into this topic. But just for now, just to have a clear, brief vision. And while I'm talking, I would also like you to look inward and maybe to think about, how are you feeling? How are you doing in the different domains? So my first question is going to be, how happy or satisfied are you in your emotional well-being? And again, I'm gonna remind us that emotional well-being is not about generating only positive emotions and feel only or experience only the good, because it's not doable, it's not realistic, and emotional well-being can be actually seen as also sitting down with our negative emotions and coping with stresses and some discomfort. So how would you say that you're doing considering your emotions? Are you, on one hand, experiencing positivity and feeling safe, feeling good? At the same time, are you in a healthy way processing negative emotions? And are you basically, how are you experiencing your life? Then we have relational well-being. It, of course, is a lot about our relationships, but not only to others, but mainly also to ourselves. How are you doing in relationships in your life? And what is your relationship towards yourself? But then we have spiritual well-being, which can be, again, about relationships, but towards something even maybe bigger than just ourselves. It's not spiritual well-being is not only about whether we are or are not religious, but more importantly, I would say we can also include here meaning in our life. Do we have some purpose? Do we consider ourselves as spiritual, whatever it means for us? But then we have environmental well-being. Environmental well-being is, again, some summary of all environments we find ourselves in. So how would you say that you're doing in an environmental well-being? Vocational, I know the majority of us, majority of you, at least I would say almost every second, based on European data, do have at least some part-time job, and also the main reason why you are where you are at the university and at the college studying is because you're working on your career and making your visions and dreams and plans true. So how would you say that you are doing in seeing meaning in your future career plans and what you're doing? I would also say that even though you study majority of the day, it's kind of, I would say, a full-time job for you. So how are you doing also in your studies? I would say it's a part of vocational well-being. Then we have intellectual. How do you feel cognitively, and do you think that you can focus? How are you doing in focus and engagement in everyday life activities? Of course, financial is a big topic for students, university and college students. Our financial well-being. Do we feel financially secured? Do you have any financial plans? Are you kind of sticking to those plans? And can you ask for some financial support, which can mean not only asking for support, like material support, but also some maybe educational support. And then, of course, we have physical well-being. How are you feeling physically? Do you feel energized? Do you feel calm? Do you find time for yourself to relax? And do you have enough of movement? And how is your body doing? How are you taking care of your body? But as I promised, we're gonna dive much, much deeper into this idea of structuring well-being down more in next video, when I'd love you to learn about new theory of well-being, but also in the second half of our whole massive open online course, because we are going to be I'm so tempted to tell you, but I'll tell you more in the next video. So I'll see you in a little bit. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you for finding time to be here. I am here for you this whole time. We are Univerzity. This is a university project, and I cannot wait to see you in a minute in our next video. So be well so far, and I'll see you soon.